All right. I haven't went live in a long time on YouTube. So okay. All right. All right. All right. So 0 to 5,000. The truth about making money online. This is a practical framework for how you actually make money. If you don't know me already, my name is Jarrell. I've made multiple six figures and run a multi six figure business online, where we do coaching, consulting, and we provide services to business owners of all kind. So I'm really just reading you a breakdown of everything I compiled. I had a couple different AI tools interview me over my experience, and so I want to break this down for you. And these are things that you can use, and we're going to debunk a lot of the secrets and the the myths or whatever. So let's get into it. Most people want to make money online, but they misunderstand what it actually takes. The internet has created this illusion that making money online is easy. In reality, many beginners underestimate the effort required and overestimate how quickly success will happen. This is very true. It took me 6 months to, like, 3 to 6 months to sell like my actual first online, roughly on the latter side of it. Almost 6 months to sell like my first online thing. Uh, so people that want to succeed online are usually not the smartest or the most talented, and which is true. Uh, you don't got to be like this extremely smart individual to succeed online. Like, anybody can do it. They are simply the ones who started and kept executing while others stayed stuck researching. So making money online ultimately comes down to two things: solving problems and selling solutions. Uh, but the one thing that often gets overlooked is, like, your faith. Like, God has to be at the center of your business. It has to be he has to be at the foundation of your business. So if God gave you the idea, then part of the journey, then the biggest part of the journey is obedience. Obedience is AKA, that's your execution layer. So many people delay success because they overthink instead of executing, and your job is to take action and trust God with the timeline. So rule number one, you must sell something. So we got to get out of this mindset that I don't want to do sales. I don't like how I don't like anything about sales. I'm not good with sales, or I don't want to do the sales thing. You must sell something. Many people want to make money online without selling, but making money online appears when value is exchanged. So people are going to buy from you based off of the value that they give. The reason that you go to the grocery store is because the grocery store has things of value. The reason why you buy your home or you rent an apartment is because the apartment, it is valuable to you. You give money to people or things that have value. So it doesn't matter what you're selling, whether it's a service, a coaching, consulting, digital products, affiliate products, physical products. At the end of the day, someone has to buy. People have to buy something. So the value of that thing, though, and its perceived value at that, is important. So people only buy things that solve problems that they actually care about. Rule number two, your content is going to lead to your customers. So content is the main way that people are going to discover you online. And content looks like advertising, content looks like blogs, content looks uh like Pinterest posts. Like, content is your marketing. Like, you got free content and then you got your paid content. So you got your paid advertising. So your basic flow is free content, then they're going to trust you, then you're going to hopefully have already started creating some sort of offer, then they're going to purchase from you. So the whole, if you've never heard of KLT, know, like, and trust, people have to know you, like you, and trust you in order for them to buy from you. That is the only way that people buy from you. So your content allows people to see what you're thinking. It allows you to flex your expertise, show your expertise, and show your personality. So people buy from the people that they trust. We've established this. So your content shouldn't only contain your offers, but your content, um um it must, you got to create content, but you also have to invite people to buy the thing that you're selling. The next thing, rule number 3, you will be the problem in your business. So on your road to your first $5,000 in business consistently, you're always going to be the problem in your business. And as your business grows, you are going to be the problem. So in the early stages of the business, the problem is the founder, because which is you, because you struggle with consistency, you struggle with confidence, you struggle with discipline, you struggle with execution. But then later in business, you'll find that you're also the bottleneck, because you haven't, along the path, you haven't added in systems and automation and that become necessary to follow up with people faster, to respond to people faster, to to actually growth. So growth is going to require you to both improve who you are as an individual, as well as improve your systems. Another truth is that your ego is going to become your problem. So what got you to, making that first $5,000 in that 1 month, and then that second 5,000, so now you're at 10,000, that third now you're at 15, so now you're feeling good, you've made 15K on your own. That's not going to get you to 100K. That first 10 to $15,000 that you make on your own, whatever you did to make it, it's not going to get you to that making of $100,000. So growth is going to require constant refinement. The next rule rather, is don't overcomplicate starting. Beginners delay starting because they worry about things like LLCs and websites and complicated systems. In reality, you can start as a sole proprietor. You don't need to go and file all this paperwork to start. If you don't have the money, a lot of people say, well, what am I supposed to do if I have $0 and I don't have any credit cards, anything? How do I start? A lot of platforms offer free trials. So you don't have to go out there and get an LLC to start your business right away. You make some money, then get your LLC. It's simple. You make some money, then start your website. You make some money, then you learn the complicated system or the systems, right? So as a beginner or someone that's just starting out or making a little bit of money but not making 5K per month, I would say you want to focus on getting clients, delivering results, and learning the marketplace, because is business structures and tools can always be improved later. Rule number 5: you got to execute more than you consume. Many businesses Many business owners consume endless information but rarely take action. Execution produces results. A simple rule is execute more than you consume. That's it. That's the blueprint. That's the if I could talk. That's the blueprint. So you're gonna learn far more through trial and error than you're gonna learn sitting on the sidelines and watching YouTube videos. And don't get me wrong, YouTube videos are great, but then after you do the YouTube video, you got to go ahead and do the thing. That's why I like videos where a person shows and shares their screen of them like building websites, like I do this. So oftentimes, what I like to tell people is you're gonna do that. All you got to do is then like make sure you got another screen up and you're following along the way. So the 3 niches that are the most successful for making money, so you can go out and execute fast, you got to be in health, wellness, or relationships. These are your categories, right? And you find a niche within those categories, and you can go to AI and you go to chat and say, hey, what is a niche within these 3 categories? And so like with health, helping people improve their physical or mental well-being, fitness coaching, nutrition advice, wellness programs, mental health. Maybe you make really good smoothies. There's a guy online that makes these thick smoothie bowls that I'm talking about. He's flipping the bowl, he's throwing it, he's throwing the smoothie up, catching it, all of this stuff with the smoothie. And he's got these viewers, he's got he's got like this audience on Instagram, right? And it's something new, it's different, right? So, but it's him, it's who he is. And that's his personal brand, that's his thing. So be yourself. That is the thing, right? With any of these categories, best just be yourself. With wealth, helping people make money, save money, manage money, grow investments. So your typical things like starting a business, investing, marketing services, financial education, trading, real estate, um, anything like that. And if you know the stuff, like if you bought your first house and you're 30 years old and you bought a house, talk to people that want to buy a house by 30. That's the product. That's what you do. That's what you sell. If you if you are a well organized stay at home mom, talk to people that are about to be stay at home moms or are moms, and show them how you're well organized. Or if you're a mom and you're well organized and you juggle it all, or you're a single mom, or you're a single dad, or you you got a wife and kids, and like you manage to take the vacations and do everything, like tell them about it. Tell people about it. Like under relationships, helping people improve their personal relationships. Examples include marriage guidance, communication skills, parenting advice, leadership. Like relationships, I like relationships as a field because relationships is always a level of like an emotional type of buy. And with relationships, it's like if you're successful in your relationship, like you got the wife, you got the kids, or you got the husband, and you got the kids, and you got the family, and you got the home, and all these different things. Tell people how you got there. Like the way that you make money in online in business is telling people what you did, showing them what you did, giving them an easy blueprint to what you did. I would always say start with services. So if you don't got an audience, because this comes up so often, well, I don't have an audience, I don't know what to do. Um, Services are usually the fastest way to make money because businesses already understand the value of paying someone to solve their problems, because people come to them and pay them to solve problems. So like for people go to plumbers and get plumbers to solve their problems. People go to um like all people go to you go to realtors and get realtors to help you find a house. You go to HVAC companies to get them to fix your air conditioners. You go to auto body shop to get them to fix your car. Like, so if you go to a business and say, "Hey, look, I can provide a service for you that they need," like most businesses, they need that are already making money. They understand things like more leads. They understand things like better marketing. They understand things like getting more leads on with getting more 4 and 5 star Google reviews. They understand like reducing payroll and improving their systems. Consumers often buy things for entertainment purposes or distraction. Businesses buy things that increase their revenue. So go to business owners and get them and go approach them with the things that you have to offer. Simple service opportunities. Local businesses struggle with online reviews. Help them increase Google reviews. All you do is you go to the person that's only getting 3.7 star or 3.5 star reviews or 3 star reviews. And maybe this happens because maybe out of the 10, they only got like the average is bad, right? And so you go to them and you say, "Well, I'm going to help you increase your reviews. And then once that I do that, you give me a testimonial." That's you starting. That's how you would start with a service base. If you start with a coach consultant, a lot of consultants, they struggle with getting qualified leads or getting leads, period. Helping them clarify their offers. Maybe your communication skills are just always on par, and you're able to take what someone says and make it make sense to all people. So sales conversions, helping them refine their offers and improve their lead flow, can be extremely valuable. So you doing providing services is always a foot in the door to going from 0 to 5K or making money consistently each and every single month. I think so many people confuse it and jump right to, "Well, I want to do digital products," because it's this dream that's sold with digital products that, "Oh, well, I'm going to create it once and then I'll never have to do this work again. And then I can sit on my butt, and then all this money is going to come in, and then and then I'm just going to, disappear into the sunset." And that happens for some people. But if you're getting your foot in the door or your money isn't as consistent, I'm telling you, if you start offering services and doing things for people, that will be that exchange. Like think of the money exchange. When someone fixes your car, you're more than happy to give them the money in exchange for fixing your car because you don't know how to fix your car. So when you do something for a business that they don't know how to do, they're going to be very happy to go ahead and pay you, versus with a digital product, whereas like they still got to go do the work. That's the thing that's being missed. When you sell digital products, the person still has to go do the work. They still have to go execute on the thing that you're teaching them in the digital product. Digital products create friction. Service-based products don't, because you're doing the work. With service businesses, they struggle with marketing, advertising, outdated websites, inconsistent leads. These problems create um, missed opportunities. And what you can do as a service provider, these problems are your opportunities. Like marketing, if you know how to market, if you know advertising, if you know how to do update websites, inconsistent leads. Like if you even watch my channel for a week, you should know how to build websites and lovable and update them. So discovering your sellable skill. Your sellable skill is often something that comes easy to you, but more difficult to others. So if something feels simple to you, but people regularly ask you for help with it, that may be a skill worth monetizing. So skills versus offers. A skill is something you can do. An offer is how you package that skill to produce a specific result. So example, your skill, running Facebook ads. That's your skill. Versus I help local business owners generate more leads through advertising, through Facebook advertising. People do not buy skills, they buy results that come from the skills. They buy the results that the skills produce. The 5 client strategy. One way, one simple way for you to start getting clients is to help 5 people for free. The purpose is for you to gain experience and to get testimonials. So these are your steps. It's 5 simple steps. Identify the people that need your service. Next, offer to help them for free. Next, deliver the result. Number 4, collect testimonials, text and video. Number 5, turn those results into a paid offer. So then what you do, you go to, let's say you offered to help, you made a post on and you said, "Hey, I'm looking to help 5 businesses. Um, I'm looking for 5 people that have been procrastinating on building their website, struggling to build their website. I'm gonna build your website for you completely for free. I just expect the testimonial and the backside, and it's the first 5 people that reach out." All right, check this out. If 20 people reach out and you select the first 5 people, that's 15 left. After you build the people's websites, and let's just say over the course of 5 days, and you still engage with the other 15. What you do then, after you have the testimonies, you say, "Hey, here are the testimonies from the other people who actually got in for free. I no longer have any free spots, but what I can do, I can give you, I can do, I can provide the service for you at a, because you inquired at a half price, right? So normally what I do, I normally charge XYZ, but if you're still looking to move forward with this and you still haven't built your website, I can go ahead and build it for you for half price. Or I can go ahead and provide the service for you for 70% off, or 30% off, or 20% off, or 10, whatever it is that you want to do. But the people that inquired are your warm leads. So you reach back out to them and you say, "Yo, I can still do this for you. It's just not going to be free." Out of those 15, if you close 1 or 2 paid, that's still a win, because now you give them a a testimonial, and then you go out and you say, "Hey, look, I got 7 testimonials. I'm great at websites. I'm doing website promo now for X amount of people, or I'm doing this promo now for X amount of people. So I'm looking for 5 more people to get, the service or the product that I offer." And you do these small groups of 5 until you have 20 or 30 testimonials, and now you just come flat out with your prices, with your products, because it's proven in the marketplace now. So when you're creating a strong offer, your offers right now fail because people are extremely vague. So they'll say something like, "Well, I help business owners make money." So a stronger offer looks like, if or I help event planners make more money. So like, and this was me. I was making this mistake when I first started. I helped venue owners find their venue, right? And when I got more detail with it, it became, I'm going to help you um I'm going to help you find and fund and start the business, right? Very specific. And then from that, I'll help you get, or I used to say, well, I'm going to help you find the biz, find it, fund it, and then get your first booking, right? Very specific. So what it a stronger offer looks like, I help event planners or event venues currently making only $3,000 to $5,000 a month convert more leads that they already have and turn them into predictable 10 to 15K months with my signature sales strategy, right? And so your strong offers are going to identify the audience, identify the problem that they're having, identify the result that they're going to get from working with you, and establish the framework that's going to lead to that result. So it's four pieces: identifying the audience, identify the problem, giving them the framework, your signature steps that's going to get them to then number four, the actual result. So, and of course, your great offer is always going to overcome the objections that the person has. That's the best way to create something and get people to always buy your stuff. If you can overcome the objections before they actually come to you, then you're going to win. Getting your first clients, if you have no audience, your goal is all about exposure and conversations. So, of course, we already kind of talked about it, but posting your content, engaging with people online, direct outreach, offering free help in exchange for testimonials, running ads, content alone is not enough. Um, Engagement, outreach are necessary, and then like it's like, well, you're going to find your clients quickly by identifying the businesses and the people that clearly need your help, and you're going to reach out directly, and you're going to offer your solution. And when you're looking to sell your product or your service, make your sales conversations about them. Your goal is to understand what they're struggling with, and then help them realize that you are the solution that they need. So your good questions, what made you reach out? What problems are you experiencing? Why haven't you solved this yet? Um, um, what are if you've been hesitant, why exactly are you hesitant? Is money the issue? Like, we got to get more comfortable talking about money, because like a lot of the times that's what it is. We don't even want to ask them like, well, is money the problem? Like, are you willing to invest in solving this problem? Like, how valuable is it to for you to solve the problem? Like, how much more money, if you solve this problem, would this help you? Like, these are the sorts of questions that you ask on your sales call. And remember, you can make 5K consistently, or 3K consistently, or $1,000 consistently, and you can just sell to one person. You don't have to go out and get all of these different people, or you can sell to two people, or three people, or five people. You don't need a huge audience. So, how do you price it first then? Well, if you're starting off with free to gain that experience, then you research what the marketplace is doing. But what you don't do is you don't ever price in the middle. You pick one side of the spectrum. Either you're going to be in the lowest in the marketplace, or you're going to be in the highest in the marketplace, but you're not going to be in the middle. Avoid sitting in the middle, because it kills you. Like, it kills your margins, it kills everything. But when you're undercutting the audience, it's like, oh, okay, well, cool. Like, for the people that's like want cheap but quality, cool, or affordable but quality, cool. If you're priced at the highest, you get people that want to spend the most. Like, I want to get the person that charges the most. And then we got, the other sides of it. We got burnout, and with burnout in business, because once you get to making that 5K, and you're going to be spinning your wheels consistently, um, you're gonna get to spin your wheels on how do I grow that, and stressing that will lead to burnout. So alignment matters the most. This is why I started this conversation by saying put God first. Like, God has to be first in everything that you do. So, and your faith and your purpose should remain at the center of the business. Like, and that's your center and the foundation. So, and your growth and your scale look like your automation. Automation is going to allow your business to operate more efficiently without hiring that additional staff or hiring more people. This is what AI has helped us be able to do. So automate, we can now automate email follows. We can now automate lead qualification. We can now do appointment booking, chatbots, all of these sorts of things. So I spent this whole time, this whole 25 minutes that I've been talking, pretty much saying that service-based businesses, starting with providing a digital service, is where you should start at, or how you're going to best make that 5K. And the reason being is because with digital products specifically, like where it's not a service, it's just a product, like an ebook or a digital download. Digital products work best because based off of your real experience. So if you provide people with a service and you get successful at selling that service, then you can go to the consumer and teach them how you made it in selling that service. And that's how you create that digital product that you create once and you sell over and over again. People should only sell what they have actually done. Your experience can become valuable lessons that shorten someone else's learning curve. That's what you're doing when you're selling a digital product or a digital service. But what people miss it as that, like, if you know how to do a specific thing and you can help people reach a result faster, they'll buy from you, but you got to show them that you can do it. You got to show them the proof. This is why I say go provide the service first and then come back and sell to others to get them to then do the same thing that you're doing. So digital products isn't the starting point. Digital products is actually step number two. Go provide the service first. So you'll see people that do things like funding. They'll get people funding and then and after they get so many funding clients, then they'll create a book on how you can get funded. Or they'll get funding themselves, again, personal experience, and then they'll create a digital product on how you can get funding, right? So people buy knowledge to avoid making the mistakes. You don't get knowledge though without experience. Like you gotta go, like you're going to get more knowledge through experiences, and you get experiences by doing. So if you go out and you provide services, done for you services for people that are digital, like marketing, like content management, like um building websites, then you can come to the regular everyday consumer and say, hey, let me now teach you how to make money doing websites, or let me now teach you how to make money in a coaching business, right? Like I've made money coaching. So I can teach people now how I made my money coaching because I've made money coaching. So I can create a digital product that teaches you how to go from zero to $100,000 in a coaching business. And I can say, hey, I'm going to only charge you $27 for this product, or 20 or something like that. And in saying that, I just got this idea. Like, if I want to put together a product where I can show you how to consistently make $2,700 per month, where you could end your year with roughly an extra $27,000 in making additional revenue, I can show you how to do that. I can materialize that, put that into a digital product, sell that product for $7 or $27, and and sell it to people because this is something I've actually done. So the biggest lie with making this money online is that making money online is going to be extremely easy. And when in reality is that it requires effort, it requires skill development, it requires persistence. So the most important principle that I want you to leave this 30-minute live with is that execution matters more than consumption. Taking action produces feedback, overanalyzing produces stagnation. Success in business ultimately comes from consistent execution. That's it. That's all. That's how I made and make multiple six figures online, coaching and consulting. That's exactly how I did it. I execute. That's all you got to do.